Hello fellow shape enthusiasts, welcome back to another episode of Shapes 2. In the last episode, you can see we created this monstrosity behind us, which is our Mark III stacking array. We've got a fully saturated Mark III belt coming in on 3 levels. It's going through all of these stackers and it's outputting 3 full levels of stacked output. Now, it does look like a bit of spaghetti, but it looks like very organized spaghetti to me. It's like that spaghetti that you get at restaurants where they've twirled it on a fork and then served it fancily on a plate. Excellent. What are we going to be doing this episode? I know you guys probably want me to unlock milestone 8 and get some stuff started, but at the same time, I want to clean up my factory. So we're going to be doing that. Milestone 4. Look at that. I can see everything in my overworld now, the way I've set everything up. I set up some markers as well, so we can easily go between home, milestone 1, we can zoom out, we can see where milestone 4 is in the overworld. It's so good. Alright, this is our next mission. It is our milestone 5 shape, which is currently being built in the most inefficient way. As you saw, I tried to incorporate your suggestions by using the swapper and the cutter, but I did it in the worst possible way you could imagine, right? And this is all Mark II as well, so it's due for a revamp, and I'm going to show you how to revamp it. Let's go through how I did do it, alright? So I'm painting one of the squares blue, and then I've got, I'm painting one of the squares green, and then I've got my gray square, and then I'm using this swapping array that we built to swap the two, right? Seems simple enough so far. But what's happened is then I've just gone completely insane and did this super overcomplicated thing. I took this swapped shape, then I fed it through a cutter, I think. No, I fed it through a rotator, then I'm flattening it out, and then I'm feeding it through 2 cutters, which is cutting it in half, as you can see here, and then I'm piecing it together with more stackers. This is dumb, because I can show you exactly what you can just do with this shape. Let's see where's a good example to do this. So apparently I did this part correctly. So if I just take a platform over here and I'll just bring out one of the belts, I'll show you the process that's required to turn this shape into a checkerboard, and then you'll be like, Alan, you're an idiot. Go back home and give back your engineering license, because all we have to do is take a swapper, I believe. Oh wait, sorry. This is not what I want to do. Where I want to show you here. I'll delete this platform. I will build a new platform and I'll show you exactly how this is supposed to work. Instead of that super complex process you just heard me describe, you're supposed to just take 2 of these and you're meant to swap, where's my swapper? Here. You're meant to swap them, right? And then you got these 2 different shapes. You give them a 90-degree little rotatesies, and then they're kind of similar but opposite. And you know what? You just swap them again. And that's it. That's it. You take 2 shapes and a checkerboard comes out. That's the whole process, guys. That's the whole process. All I can do is laugh at myself. And then obviously you can just rotate one of them and then you're all good. So yeah, we're going to follow that process. We're going to rebuild this, but a Mark III version of it. So let's figure out where we're going to do that, and we're going to follow all our design patterns. Also, we need blue ninja stars to stack on top of that. Last episode, if you don't recall, we discovered a new design pattern that we're going to follow, which is we're going to build everything in this box for a milestone factory. It's all going to be contained within a box, and even if we have to build like basic shapes in the most inefficient way possible, we're going to contain it in a box. So let's find somewhere where we can find a green, a square, and a star. We will start by, maybe I won't delete this, because I got the square here, I got a green here, and do I have a star right next door? I do have a star. We can build a star with that, and I have blue, and I have a blue star. I don't even need to paint the star. I can just take this blue star and make a star. Interesting. I'm very tempted to just build it here. I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't like the fact the green is not next to the square, but I guess I can just pipe a square over, or pipe a green over, and make 2 squares, and then pipe it over somewhere, and make the star. Yep, let's just do it right here, guys. I think this is a good idea. I like the idea of this blue star. Alternatively, we could just use this, but I know we could just make green here. and do it super efficiently. Do we have a star here? We have a half star and we have blue. Oh my god, what a toss up. I really want to look. Okay, you know what? I can't resist because I've shown you this. You know I can build this. I could build this if I wanted to, but this is just too tempting. Look at this. We've got the bloody half checkerboard. We just need a color one green, merge it with itself. We've got a half star, color it blue, merge it with itself, and then we're done. I think we're gonna go with that plan, guys. I can't. I wanted to use the swapper technique to do this, but I can't say no to this. Let's just delete this and let's just stop thinking about it. Just do it. Stop talking about it. Less talky, more doey. Let's delete that. I deleted my little platforms. I was highlighting this. I want platforms here. I put platforms there to highlight it so it looks like a little box. I like that. Now we can build our milestone 4 factory here, which means we need to gut our old, I think this thing was creating something or other. It was creating, I think, the milestone 7 shape. But that's fine. We need to gut it anyway because our milestone 7 shape is again working on 2 Mark II belts. So we're going to have to figure out somewhere else to do this. But then again, oh man, then again, the milestone 7 shape, everything I need for it is like right here as well. Bloody hell. Alright, change of plans once more. We're gonna do it here. We're gonna do the original plan. I don't care what you guys say anymore. Let's just do that. Alright. Belt. Need pipe. I'm gonna try to do this reasonably quickly because I want to fit other content into this episode. Probably want to do that. I want to do that like the furthest possible away I can, like somewhere like that. Then I need my huge ass this thing. So I built a thing. No, wait, I don't need that thing actually. I just need normal extractors because that's already a normal shape. So I just need to extract a square and color it green, right? So I extract, and then we built our lovely little painting array. So we can put that right there, and we know what direction it goes in. Paint goes up the top, and well, paint comes in the bottom, but I flipped it, so now it's coming in the top, and shapes go in the bottom. And that will give us our green square. We need a similar thing for a gray square, so we'll do that right there. We'll pull out a gray square, and then we're going to do something with the two of these together. So they're going to meet something like this, and where they meet, I'm going to do a stacking, rotating, something amazing array. But we're going to have to figure that out because we don't have a pattern for that, and we're either going to make it, we're definitely going to make it on a singular platform. I don't think it's going to fit, but we will find out. So what do I need? Let's figure it out together, guys. We're going to start, obviously, with our swapper. So let's just swap a gray and a green, right? Is anything coming? It's not going to come anytime soon. We're going to have to sort of visualize, and then we're going to have to rotate and then swap. I think that's the entire shape, and then I just need to rotate one of them any direction, and that should give us the same output, right? And because we're swapping 2 belts in, gives us 2 belts out, and a swapper only needs 5 per full belt, 4 per full belt with 4 upgrades. Let's see if I can do 4 upgrades. I believe I have plenty of points now. So if we go to our upgrade tree, we can do cutting maximum. So now that should be 4. I like that. So we just need 4, something like that. And we're going to need to, do our little tossing strategy because we obviously can't intersect 2 belts together, right? So 1 belt can go in normally. The reason is because I want to build all this on 1 level, and then I can just raise it into the next level. Very easily to handle these 3 layer belts. So I just need a belt launcher, which we can just like that, and then the input can be here, right? So wrong way, 1 input from this side, 1 input from this side gives me 1 array. Now this array needs an output somehow, something like that. Now this array is absolutely massive. Can I fit this into 2 platforms? So if I give it, let's just assume I have enough room to give it the maximum distance. There is no way I can fit 3, so we're not even going to bother. We're going to straight up go for the double platform that we unlocked to save ourselves some time and headache. Then we're going to put 1 down. We're going to use this center tile as a guide, something like that, that, and that. is symmetric, I believe. Well, not symmetric, but centered. Let's see if that allows me to correctly route the input and output. Give me a second. So we need our green square. It doesn't matter which one goes where. Nope, not that green square there. Maybe I will go up one level. It's not perfectly symmetric, but let's just go up one. And then we'll route green squares like that. That looks pretty to me. Then we will route another belt of green squares here. Then we need to route 2 more belts of green squares. So I need to give this a little bit of room by going up. Then we can route a belt of green squares in like such. Then we can route our final belt of green squares in. No, oh, that's not right. We got to go in. That's why I gave it a little bit of room like that. Then we can route our final one in like that. So we've got one of our inputs done. Let's get the other input done. So the furthest one can go probably down here like that and in. Then the next one can go something like this and in. Does that look like spaghetti to you guys? It looks like spaghetti, but I don't know if there's anything I can do about it. I can do that, and then I can do like this. Yeah, I think that looks better. Then we need 2 more belts. This one needs to somehow go over here and into here. That's the only path it can take, right? Let's do this one first. So it needs to go somewhere in like that and in here. And then this one needs to go something like that. Can we condense? Can we condense? Always ask yourself, guys, can we condense? I think we can condense by 1 tile. Let's go here and go like that. I think that looks nice. Is it working? Is the second question. I'm getting checkerboards. I see checkerboards. I see checkerboards everywhere, guys. Let me give a little bit of room to this because I need somehow for my outputs to come out, don't I? Wait, that's going the wrong way. Let's go this way. All right, now how do I get my outputs out? Where do I want to get my outputs out? We can take our output out maybe like here. We can get this one out this way so it doesn't get in the way of this one, because this one's going to need to do a bit of a launch. Something like that, and we're gonna have to eat it across here, but that thing's in the way, so we're gonna have to get this belt a little bit out of the way, something like that, and that'll allow this to output. And now I've got 2 belts out. Now I need a 3rd belt out, so something like that, and I think I've got just enough room for the 4th belt. I need probably a launcher of some sort. Can I launch like that? I can. We'll output that belt. We'll get it over here. We'll go through here, and that should give us 4 things of checkers. I think this thing can actually output 8 belts of checkers. If this thing can output 8 belts of checkers, do I need this many things? Because it's 2 in, 2 out, right? But we're only getting 1 belt out. But I don't need 8 belts of checkers. That's the problem, right? I don't need 8 belts of checkers at all. So it's like super efficient but inefficient. I mean, does that mean I can achieve the same goal by using half the capacity? So I need 4 for a full belt, but because I'm not consuming both, theoretically I only need 2 for a full belt. Let me leave this somewhere because this is done. But let me see if I can't figure this out on a 2x1 platform with like a 4 thing version of this. So assuming I only need 4 per instead of 8 per, I need to take it with the launcher. So assuming I only need 4 per, I think I can fit this on a singular thing now, can't I? What if I shift it like 1, like this? Then I take 2 more and put it like this. Not perfectly symmetric, and I need the room to deal with the input and output. Let me try. Nothing wrong with trying, guys. You can try. The only thing you've wasted is time, but we're building shapes for a nameless overlord to perpetuity, so I don't think anyone can complain about wasting time. So let's build this thing. We need input like this and another input. Nope. That's wrong already. Input like that. That's still wrong already. Excellent. Good work. Let's get that in there. Let's get that in there. And then we need 2 more inputs. So we need one that routes like this. I'm just going to route it dirty, and then I'll clean up the routing in a second. So something like that, right? That gets 1 layer of inputs. Let's get the other layer of inputs. I need one that goes back there. Why did I have to? Oh, right. So I need one that goes back here, like that. And then one that goes like here, like that. Then I need one that goes up here, like that. This is a very custom thing just for the checkerboards. Then I need final one that goes here, like that. This too can be condensed a little bit. Then I can output, I believe. That's giving checkerboards. That's giving checkerboards. And that's 2 output, 2 output, 1, 2, 3. I need 4 output. 4 output. Why am I missing an output on each one? There we go. So 4 outputs of this should match, right? Now I need to get them all out the front. So how do I do that? I see a gap here. So what if I launch? No. So what if we move all of this up one? How do I move all of this up one? Like that? Will that work? No, because this thing's relative to this thing. Oh lord, how do I get this out? I can use this middle area. How do I get this out? That's dirty. It feels so dirty. I've got a way, it feels very dirty. Spaghetti, spaghetti, we're making spaghetti. Yeah, what was my plan? I had a plan. I don't know what it is anymore. What if we launch this over? No, that won't work. Oh, the launchers are just such an annoying... I had a plan. I've forgotten what it is. I want to go this way. And then we'll launch from here. What? If we launch from here, we can get that there. And then this one can just go out, right? Then this one can go out slightly differently. And then finally, I need this last belt to go out somewhere. Now, it can't go out there. And it's going to need to do a weird routing somewhere like over here to this side of the world. Can I launch? Like this. This is the dirtiest build I've ever done. Like this. But I don't care that it's dirty because I think I'm only doing this once. Now, how do I validate whether this is actually giving me a full belt? Let's use my trash. We go build a foundation here and we pipe in some belts. So just make sure that this is all correct. Something's not correct. Let me just put it in the trash. That way we can see what exactly is not correct. Something is wrong with this belt. It's sometimes producing the wrong shape, and that belt is to do with this. The square's going in here, that's going in here. Something's missing here. Something's missing in all of these, is it? Yep, sorry, I didn't copy my thing properly. Cool. Let me just validate that's all working. Give it some time to saturate, and then we'll measure the belt speed. Yeah, that looks like fully saturated, isn't it? Amazing. We could fit it in a 2x1. It's not done very well. It's not symmetric, not pretty. The belts are everywhere. I've created spaghetti. But this is not going to be a pattern. This is just going to be a one-off. I don't think I'm going to ever make checkerboards like this. I don't like making checkerboards like this. This is just an exercise in... I don't know, maybe I will. If I end up doing it, maybe I'll clean up this build. It says every coder ever. But for now, it's just going to be what it is. We got checkerboards. We need a blue ninja star. Ninja star needs to be pieced together from this thing. But we built a lovely little thing that pieces things together in our blueprints called quarter to full. Now, can we smash the quarter to full here somewhere? I need blue. I need to see a blue. Here. There we go. See, I told you all the asteroids are big enough. Now, the only thing is I need to make sure this thing is in the top right corner. So I need to replace my rotators in this quarter to full thing to rotate this shape such that the quarter that I want is in the top right. So to do that, I need a 180 rotator from my thing, which is just that. And if we go in, we can see the correct direction. I've oriented all my blueprints now. They're super easy to use. Even a kindergartner could do it. All right, that should give me output of blue. I'm gonna pipe that over. I mean, ideally I should have rotated this, eh? If I can put it here, I can rotate it here, right? Yeah. I want my output going the other way. This is a milestone factory. We've got to dedicate it to somebody. And while we're dedicating it to somebody, we need to make sure we build it cleanly in their honor. Otherwise, what's the point? So everything needs to be in this box. So we're going to merge everything up here somewhere with these blue ninja stars. This should give me blue ninja star, right? I'm going to have to let it run for a bit to see. And this should give me the checkerboard. And the checkerboard goes on the bottom and the blue ninja stars goes on top. And then we'll hop this thing here and we'll get them to meet happily and be friends. We need 2 space gap for our stacker, and our stacker we can very easily see the top is the top, the bottom is the bottom. So if I want the blue ninja stars on top, I just need to rotate like that. I've made everything really easy to deal with, guys. I don't have to zoom in and be like, oh, which part goes in the top, because you're never going to figure it out from this blueprint which part is top. I've oriented it such that when you put down the blueprint, or as soon as you click the blueprint with my stacking thing, the top is the top. Right, so this top is the top and the bottom is the bottom, so I know. I don't know if that made sense the way I vocalized it, but it made sense in my head. So let's build our cargo loader now. We built our new cargo loader template to make sure it's all correctly doing stuff. So we can now just build our cargo loader right here because there's no expansions needed on this little project. We'll feed our belt in, and then I believe what is a free line on this? Apparently I've got all 3 lines free. No, blue and red is taken. This is green. What a fitting color for this. So let's build our train line and we will intersect it right in there. Now we've got our milestone 5 shape. Did I leave enough room for the text? I did. So we'll put that text in right there. We need to change this to a 5. So how do I do that? Platforms. Shift 5. How do I write in this game? Milestone. Oh, definitely it's not built for doing this. So do this with a grain of salt if you wanted to. Where's the halfway point? I'm gonna build milestone 5. There we go. Now we can see M4, M5. It's contained in this box. I'm going to highlight the rest of this box just like that. Now we've got our milestone 5 shape outputting. I haven't validated any of that, but while we're waiting, we can put in our brand new, what's it called? Marker, map marker. I need the milestone 5 shape. So if we go milestone and then we go 5, we get the shape and then we copy the code. Then we press L. Then we add milestone. I keep saying milestone 5, but wait, it is milestone 5. What am I talking about? Milestone 5. We need to right click, edit that, add the shape in and save that. Now we've got our milestone 4 shape right here, our milestone 5 shape right here, and we can see whether this is coming out correctly. So we've got the checkerboards ready. Where are my blue stars? Something's wrong. No, blue stars are coming. Look at that. Look how easy that is. I mean, I know you guys are going to say, you're an idiot. Why are you taking a quarter shape and doing all this complicated processing to make it full? There's a reason for that, because shapes are hard to find, but a quarter of the shape you need is very easy to find. Like, have you ever been looking for a square near like a specific color? Like, oh, I need a red square. I can't find one. But hey, if you have a red quarter square and like anywhere with a quarter of a square like this is next to a red, then you've got a red square with this build. That's my justification anyway. Tell me I'm wrong in the comments. I don't mind. I like to be proven wrong because you're either right or you're learning is my philosophy. Great. I believe that's going to give us our shape. Our cargo loader is working properly on all 3 levels. We've got our vortex input now tripled up, and that should all be very happy. So we've got all our milestone shapes coming in. We can work on our next milestone shape, which is this, which is going to involve us building a color mixer. But we've got patterns to do this stuff now. It's all relatively easy and similar. So can we get rid of all this crap? I believe we can. We've got everything we need to make that shape here. So let me just remind myself what that shape is. I think it involves a little bit of pin pushing and all sorts of fancy finagling, but that's not a problem at all. Let me copy this. I'm actually, since we can't pin the milestone shapes, we can just use the marker as like a pin, right? So I can remind myself what that shape is. Can I right click edit the marker and show me that shape? No, I can't. But let me just study the milestone shape for a second so I know what I'm doing before I uproot this factory. Where is the milestone? Milestone 5. Oh, sorry, milestone 7 we're doing. So this is the milestone 7 shape. It's a green, it's a white mustache on top of a gray sort of square diagonal and a yellow square diagonal underneath. And we chose this place to build it because it has RGB to make white, and then it also has this lovely shape over here that is exactly what we need for the bottom layers. We just need to remember what gets pushed up. This gray is actually pin pushed upwards, it's not a checkerboard. So let's uproot this factory now. So we've got our milestone 4, milestone 5, and surprisingly, wait, is this milestone 7? Am I building the wrong thing? Yeah, I'm calling it the milestone. No, it's the milestone. This is the milestone 8 shape, so it's not quite perfect. Milestone 4, 5, and then we go to 8. But that's fine. Let's build the bottom layer of our shape first. It's yellow, so we're going to need to fluid extract from here. Then we're going to need to mix the fluids, and we don't have a mixing array. So I'm just going to fluid extract that. Then I'm going to bring the fluid down. And with this fluid, we're going to build a mixing array, right? So we're going to need to figure out a pattern for this. Let's see if we can't fit it into something like this. I'm guessing it's going to end up working like the painting array, because if we look at our mixer, our old mixing array, we just utilize both levels. So unfortunately, we can't use it. So if I go to my blueprints and I check out my old mixing array, go into our Mark III blueprints. No, wait, it was a Mark II blueprint. Our Mark II mixer looked like this. And if you look at the mixing array, it takes very little space, but I've been using both levels and I don't want to do that anymore. So we're going to delete this, and you can see the epic improvement that it's going to make once we do get this working. So we need color mixing. Then we need to pipe this in. Is there anything clever or special about these things? Because I know there's 4 pipes here, and once that goes into the input, but no, I don't think there's anything clever. I think I just need 2 of these. I need to get 1 set of pipes that go in directly, something like that, but not exactly right there. I'm getting faster at this, guys. Then all I need to do is launch the other set over here like that, and then do something like that for the input from the other side, right? And then if we take this, and then this one I kind of want to make symmetric because we're going to be using this mixer all the time, so we'll keep it pretty. We just need to do this 4 times, which shouldn't be a problem at all because it takes barely any space. We need to output this somewhere, so we just output that there. Then if we copy this and then paste it and then maybe flip it like that, something like that. No, because the input pipe comes from the same place, or does it come from the same place? I'm just wondering, will it look pretty if I rotated? Can I do like 4 arrays of this, like just something like this? Will that make sense? I think that makes more sense, right? That's not symmetric, but it fits nicely. How do I make 4 of these but symmetrically? So we start from the center. Where's the center of the platform? This is the center. So if we start from the center and give it 1 space gap, will that be symmetric? Is that evenly spaced? 1, 2, 1, 2. No, that's not evenly spaced. That's evenly spaced. So we got 4 of these. Now we need to pipe 1 color into all 4 of these, and we need to pipe the other color into all 4 of these. So why don't we, and then we need to pipe the output out. Will this be able to pipe the output out is the question. Let's just add some pipes in and then we'll figure it out as we go. So if I just pipe this first one into here, then I pipe the second one into like, oh, I'm already having issues. There's no way I can pipe that second one. I don't have enough room on this side. All right, never mind. We're going to do our original design, which is one that we're pretty familiar with. We can bring 2 here, something like that. we need to create some space for the piping situation. Is that right? So one pipe goes here. I know the fluid can actually deliver. I don't actually need 2 pipes here, but I want to do it as if it was a belt. And then I need my other color down here somewhere like this. And then I should mix yellow. Then I need a copy of this over on the other side somewhere. We'll give it a little bit of room for output. Is that lined up? Is that how close I'm hugging the wall? Yeah, apparently. I think this is one out. Thought it was a bit close. Then we need to input the pipe like here. I need to give one layer gap to the other one. Something like that. Then we need to pipe the green over here. Something like that. Then we need to pipe this green over here. Something like that. So now it works. Let's see if we can pipe yellow out. So there's no loop-de-loop that this can go around here. So this definitely needs to fluid launch. Does it have enough room? Huh? How do I fluid launch? I want to go this way. I can. This one can just come out naturally without a fluid launcher. Or do we also want to fluid launch? No, let's just get this one out normally. This one can come out. So these two are both out. These two can come out very easily, right? Something like that. And then something like this can just come out through directly, right? Oh, right. I didn't fix this pipe properly. Now it'll launch. Great. Does this look good? Is the question. Do I like this? The answer is not really. What if I moved this? I think what's tripping me up is the yellow output coming into the middle like this. What if I output it this way instead and launched it? Something like that. And then we come down. There's something we can do to make this kink a little bit better. Like that. It's not symmetric, unfortunately. I'm not sure if it's possible to make this symmetric, but it is on one layer. And it doesn't look horrible. It's kind of like the machines are a little bit symmetric, just the piping's a little bit messy. Maybe we can fix some of the kinks everywhere. What would happen if I moved everything up one? Would that break everything? Just to smooth out this back piping? If I moved everything up one, then we moved this part back down one. How do I fix this? Does that look better? And this can go straight and just up. Like that. Or maybe to this one. And then this can go straight as well. Less turnies. Less turnies always looks better. Something like that. Looks a bit cleaner. And then this output needs to be like this. I don't see any way around that. And then this is sort of cleaned up, I guess. Yes? No? Anything else we can clean up? I don't think so. I suppose this one could wrap around the other way, but that's neither here nor there. I think this is clean. I think this is clean enough. We spent long enough on this, guys. Oh man, I could spend all day just sitting here doing designing, but I think you guys would click off my videos too fast and then we'd be very sad. It looks so cool when you put it up into 3 dimensions. It's crazy. Great, that's 3-dimensional now. We got 3 dimensions of yellow. Why is this not mixing? They're swirling, they're mixing, they're filling up. Look at that, we got 3 mixed colors. Alright, excellent. This is going to be our color mixing platform, and we're going to give it the same treatment that it's always going to orient correctly. So we're going to call this Color Mixer Mark III, and we will chuck this in the Mark III folder. Now we can mix colors, guys. We got yellow coming out. What are we doing with that yellow? We were coloring this shape. So we need to extract that shape before we can color it. And that would be the logical next step. So let's extract that. Let's belt that over. Let's pipe that down. And then these can be friends. How do they become friends? We use a painter. Is a painter a 1? I can't remember my Mark III blueprints, like how big they are, but look at this. Super condensed painter. The pipe comes out this side. Oh, it's always like the perfect orientation as well. I think I need to save the pipe and the belt from the painter so that I know which way is which. All right, the pipe's always on the left. Wait, let me put that down. Painter. The pipe is always coming from the bottom. All right, shape is on top because shape is what we started with. That makes sense. I'll somehow remember that. So now we've got this shape coming out. We are ready to put the gray bit on top, and we're going to have to make another new design for that, guys, because this thing is going to need some pin pushing, and we don't have a Mark III pin pusher. So let's start with our extractor because we need the shape before we can do anything else. Then we can take a Mark II pin pusher, which I believe is in my blueprints folder. It is right here, pin pusher Mark II, and we can rotate that to go here. Now we're going to give it the same treatment as our turny turn things, which is if we just go up one level and select, we can collapse this back down to create our key shape like that. That way we can see it, the direction that it goes. Then we just need to copy this. We go up one level, up another level. Then we take our blueprint, we cut it out, and we go over here like that. And then we save this as pin pusher Mark III, and we put that in our Mark III folder. And just like that, we have pin pushers. We pin push this up. That is already in the correct orientation. That needs a 90-degree rotation. A 90-degree rotation is extremely simple with our thing. I don't even think it matters which 90-degree rotation I use. I can rotate it either way. I choose this way, I put it here, and then I will get a belt, and I will bring these two together, and they will go through our Mark III stacking array, which is this, and it doesn't matter what order they go in because they are, wait, wrong. They do matter what order they go in. The gray shape that's pin pushed up needs to sit on top. So top is this way, so we need to give it a flip. Oh no, the flip makes it go like output up that way. I guess that's fine because we can just make it go that way, I guess. But that should give us that first layer of the shape, to which we just need to add the white bit. And the white bit is really easy because we just need to mix all three of these colors. So we need another extraction of each one of these colors. So let's get the fluid going by putting in a fluid extractor somewhere like this. And we will put in a fluid extractor. Where should we mix this? Because it's all going to come up. I want this thing to like merge up here somewhere. But the white star that I need is somewhere else. I just need a quarter of this thing to become a star, right? Do I need a blueprint that turns a shape back into the thing? I don't know. I don't think I want to make one. We'll just do it one step at a time. So we'll extract all our fluid and we'll make white first. Let's do that. Just trying to decide where I want to pipe everything, but I think the star's going to be like around here. We'll just take the star from here. So we just need this mixed with this. So we'll bring that over, and then this doesn't have to travel very far. And then we'll bring our brand new color mixing array, which is right here. Oh, that's our Mark II color. Look at how big our Mark II color mixer is. And somehow we have designed our Mark III color mixer to be like that. Does that make any sense to you guys? How cool that is? This is our Mark II. Because we did it bad and we were bad at the game. This is compact. I love it. So that goes in like that, and that will make us magenta with green and blue, and magenta will mix with red. So we need to bring the red over. I think I'll follow this pathing here with the red. Not exactly like that though. We'll kind of follow the pathing here with the red, and we will bring it over. Where's my magenta being made? I went way too far. And this is now going to make white. So we can just, what's a pretty way to do this? We'll just do it like this, right? And then we'll just copy that. That makes white. Now we need stars. Now we need only half a star. You guys are going to yell at me if I just take 2 rows of this, half destroy it, and then merge it back together. Or do I have to cut it and not waste the shape? I have this argument with you guys. I mean, not argument, like none of this is an argument. It's always a discussion on efficiency, right? So you guys say, like, say for example I have this full star, right? And I want to take and I want to make this part of the shape with the diagonal star. Now, the way I do this is I take the star and then I cut it apart and destroy it with a destroyer. So if I just extract it like this, then I give it a half destroy, or I probably would do a quarter destroyer like this, right? Where's the quarter destroyer? This thing's a quarter destroyer. And I output it like that. Oh, I got confused. Is my quarter destroyer not oriented correctly, or did I just do something stupid? I think it's probably me. It is outputted oriented correctly. I just need one rotation. So I would quarter destroy this to get one of the corners out, right? Then I would just simply copy this whole thing. Maybe I need to put this somewhere easier. Now I'll just copy the whole thing, and then I would just half destroy it again. Then I'd give it a 180-degree rotation, just like that. Then I would put it into our stacking array, and just like that we get our shape, right? Something like that, and that's it. We get our mustache. But you guys are always saying, oh, but you're destroying like 3/4 of what you need. But asteroid, is this star a limited resource or something that I'm not aware of? Like, why? So yes, I agree. I understand what you mean. If instead of using, like what everyone's talking about is instead of using this destroyer, I could very easily cut this one star into 4 pieces, rotate it, and then piece it back together. Yeah, I get that, but like I'd have to design a whole new blueprint and stuff for that. Do I need to do that when I can just do this? I don't know. What's more efficient? You tell me. I mean, I've already got my mustache out, I believe. When this, yeah, there we go. And then I can paint that white. So, yeah. I shouldn't say you guys are wrong or I'm wrong. It's just, I think it's just a matter of preference, to be honest. Like, some people just measure their efficiency differently. Like, I measure my efficiency, like, if my build is reasonably clean and not onerous to set up, and my output lane is full, then I'm like, all right, I'm being efficient. But you guys might be like, I need the most compact build possible and extract the least amount of resources. Everyone has different, you know, measures and KPIs that they're trying to achieve in this game, which is what's so lovely about it. All right, enough chit chat. Stack. Mustache goes on top. Oh, wait, what am I stacking? Painting. Paint. Color goes on top, so we need to flip. Is that right? Ah, I goofed it. Color goes on the bottom. It's because I've got this as the wrong pipe. Shape goes in. White version of shape comes out. White version of shape goes here. Mixes with this shape. This shape, validate whether it is correct. It's looking awfully correct to me. Then we just need to belt this underneath all this other mess. Then we go here, and then we go here, and then we go here, I guess? Or, you know, you can come here. And then we stack, and then that's it. We build our stacker, and our stacker top shape is top. This is the top shape, so I just need to rotate then, and that's it. We get this out via train. Where is our train? It is in our blueprint section, our cargo loader. Then we put our, like right here maybe, and then we belt into our cargo loader. Our train goes vroom up to our main line and out. Our train needs a color though. Let me just delete this and figure out what color this needs to be. So over here, we're utilizing red and blue already. So we need this to be green. I think I said this should be green, right? This one being green makes more sense. Let's make this green. Let's make this red. This is already red. Is this red or green? Okay, yeah, this is red. So let's connect that back up and let's validate all our rails are working properly. And we can do that by pressing H. Then we can have a look and we can see all our Mark 1 shapes are coming through very nicely on the blue rail as it's supposed to. Our Mark 2 shape is nowhere to be seen, but we can figure out why that is by clicking our Mark 2 shape. I think it's because I literally just destroyed everything. Look, it's all backed up. Where's our train? Is our train? No, it's not backed up. What's happening? Why is this thing like loading and then flickering? Is something goofed here? It's like it's struggling to load the thing. What? Have you guys, is this a bug? Hello? So I restarted the game and it's still broken. Can someone please explain to me what's going on? Why is this shape just going into oblivion? I don't understand. Hello? Game? What if I build a completely separate cargo loader? What is happening? Please help me, somebody. Load. Shape. Please. What? What if I load this shape? I am definitely doing something really dumb. It must be something super obvious that's like wrong and I'm just not realizing. But what the heck is going on? Load. Shape. My trains are broken, guys. My trains are broken. The platform loader should work independently of everything else. If I go to my red station, the train loader is working perfectly as expected. Is it because there's something weird with the shape? Is it a different shape? I'm outputting different shapes, aren't I? There's something glitched with my checkerboard. It's overriding the shapes. Alright, I built this checkerboard thing too fast. I think I goofed it somewhere here. This belt is outputting something different on all 3 lanes. Alright. I found the reason, guys. I found the reason. I'm an idiot, not the game. The game is not broken. The game is fine. What have I broken? Let's have a look. This thing is launching here. Where is this coming from? This thing is coming from this thing. This thing is currently... Oh, such a tiny yet innocuous error is ruining my life. Alright, what level am I on? Let's just delete that. And then let's go up to level 2, put in that, and then we go up to level 3 and put in that. There we go. Now you're coming out with one shape. Ugh. Just bad. Little errors like that is what gets you. But it's okay. We fixed it. That's the important thing. Focus on the positives. We can't always be perfect little engineers. Occasionally we make mistakes. We just have to explain it to the business, you know, and just be honest about it. Own up to your mistakes and fix it. That's the most important part of being a data engineer. Can't always be perfect. Where's my cargo loader? Cargo loader over here. Put you back in, flip it in the right direction. I think WAF told me that if I press Shift F, that doesn't do anything. Shift F. Shift F doesn't do anything. Apparently, oh, is it G? No, G's not. No. Control F, maybe he meant? Control F. Control F flips it horizontally, and no, that's not right. I have no idea. Apparently, there's a way to flip it so you don't have to rotate and flip, but that's not working for me. So, whatever. We will put that in now. Now you will be loading properly, I think. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Oh my lord, I had no idea what was going on. So that, see that green thing that's just popped up? I think that'll reset it at some point. See, it reset it. But once that clears up over some time, see how there's like a layer of green still coming in? But that's fine. It's going to fix itself over time. Maybe I can help speed that along by deleting all these old shapes and rebuilding that belt. Great. Milestone 5 factory is finished. Milestone 7, how are you going? Shapes are not being done at the moment. Let's see why. Because this side is fully loaded in, but this side, nothing is happening. Nothing is outputting. Why? Because this thing is backwards. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be backwards? See, I try to build things fast and it just kind of backfired. So liquid goes in that side, a shape goes in that side. Now we're cooking with fire. I built my rail kind of like right in the middle where I wanted to put my text, but can I put my text here somewhere? Let's copy the M. We'll just put it next to it. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a little thing for myself. Milestone 7. So we want to go across. That's too much across. Maybe like there, and then maybe like down a bit, and then down a bit, and then like diagonal like that. Oh, that came out okay. That kind of looks like a 7. It's ugly as hell. Something like that looks better. M7, there we go. Oh, I cut the M out. Whoops. I need to copy the M and put that back on M5. Great. So now my milestone factories are labeled. I'm just going to drop a platform in the center of each one of these to highlight it, to show that these sections are being used and they are not to be used for any other purpose other than these milestone factories. Look at that. 3 milestone factories. Now my overworld looks nice and tidy. The only thing we haven't done here is put in a marker for our shape. So let's go to our milestones. Let us go to our operator. Nope. Let's go to the old milestone and let's pick up this shape. We'll copy the shape code and we will press L, but I want to be zoomed in somewhere. I want it top down, zoomed in. Where's the final shape being created? It's over here. So let's just zoom in a little bit and then we will delete this marker. Delete L, milestone 7. Perfect. Now we've got all our milestone factories. Look at that. There, and there. All marked out. All nice. Piped into the base. Now, to cap off, we've got our first factory dedicated to rusty nails. Now, there's so many of you giving me helpful comments that unfortunately I don't have enough milestone factories to tribute to you guys. So you're going to have to share a little. I'm going to put in a few more names here. So with rusty nails, we're going to give this tribute to Martian Dill, who asked me for a, well, I offered to give him a platform name back when I only had like 1 or 2 commenters. Now, the other one is going to, let's build one more. Let's copy that. The other one is going to be going to Scott Butcher, who explicitly asked me for something to be named after him. He wanted my firstborn child, but I can't promise you that. I don't think my wife would be very happy. So unfortunately, you're just going to have to get a milestone platform instead. Hope you're happy with that. Let's go to our next platform. Now, this platform originally belonged to Justin Lee. So let's give him his label back. Justin Lee. Now, the next one we are going to put down will be for, wait, is this the milestone 5 factory? Yeah, it is. The next one is going to be for 2 people as well. First, it's going to go to Ole Hansen, and one more is going to go to Landon. I hope I spelled that right. These 2 people, they are the ones that taught me how to make this checkerboard. So yeah, after they taught me, I kind of face palmed and I was like, oh my god, it was so simple all along. So definitely this factory goes out to you guys. Now, our milestone 7 factory, who are we giving that out to? Milestone 7, let's have a look. It is going to Mads Yerskov. I hope I spelled that right. And that is for the tip about orientating my blueprint. So definitely that one's going out to you. And I'm giving out one last label. And we'll configure that. And that is going out to Jeffrey Spinner. And Jeffrey is the legend that told me about these map pins. I honestly wish I knew about these at the start of the game. Look at that. I just go to my factories. I can go, is my milestone 5 working now? Click, and then it just takes me there. I can check my cargo, it's being loaded. Does a train exist? Probably. Go home, have a look. Is the shape being loaded in? Excellent. Check the next shape, milestone 7. How's that going? The shape's being output. Is it correct? Yes, it is. Not really. Where's the other belt of shapes? Oh no, this is the half belt. Oh, see, found an error already. This is why you got to keep checking your work, guys. You just got to keep checking your work. All right, there we go. It's being loaded in. It's on a red train. I got to make sure these trains are correct? Because at the moment I got a green, blue, and red train. Excellent, and that is dropping off those 3 shapes into here. Perfect. Let's go to our operator level. Let's claim some much needed operator points, and then we can decide what we want to do next. Do we want to cap off the episode by unlocking crystals and then figuring out how that works? I think what we should do is just cap off the episode here. I don't want to start something that I can't finish in the next 5 minutes, otherwise it's going to drag on for ages. But next episode we will deal with our last milestone shape, our little WAF factory here, and we will give it the same lovely treatment we've given it the other factories. Imagine if we can put it like here somewhere. That would be just like perfect. I'll figure it out, and then we will get on with our lives. We will unlock milestone 8 next episode. We will continue on with all of our tasks, and everyone will be very happy. How many more tasks is there left? Let's take a look before we end off this episode. I think my milestones are completing way faster than my tasks. Hey, look at this. These are all the crystal stuff. Wow, look at that. But yeah, starting without pins. Okay, cool. Excellent. All right. That's all for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy my videos, please leave me a like and subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you in the next episode.